Hey guys, it's Leanne, and today I'll be presenting my online portfolio. We're going to start with the design section. This one right here is a logo I made for an advertising class. We had to make our own fictional brand, and I chose Cloud Control, which was an online, it was kind of like Dropbox or Google Drive where you could store your files and things. So I made this logo for it. It's pretty minimalistic, but it still kind of pops. I really liked it. This is a wrap I made for a local business. They help impoverished or disabled people get jobs. So I was really, really happy to make this wrap for them. Um, this is an ad I made for that same cloud control brand. It was marketed towards older people and like baby boomers. So I did something that I thought would appeal to them and was really simple. Um, this is a billboard I made for a farmer's market here in Abilene. Um, This one was for a digital publishing class. We had to make a bunch of marketing materials with this brand called Orange Bull Marketing. Their colors were orange and blue, and they liked a really bold style. So this is the folder I made for them. And then the other ones are here too. Here's the letterhead that just goes on top of any documents they have. And this is a typical business card for them. Um, we also have this mood board I made for a friend. They wanted nature, purple, and dreams. That was kind of the theme of this one. So I found a bunch of images, put them in Photoshop, messed with the lighting and everything. Turned out really nice, I think. And then this is an infographic I made. I made all of the little pieces by hand, all of the little vector bits. The statistics, as far as I know, are still correct, but yeah, I handmade all this. I stuck to like a maroon and gray color scheme. I thought it turned out nice. And next we have the photo section. It's just a few of my favorite photographs I've taken over the years. This one is one of my personal favorites because I just love the lighting and the colors, and I love the detail on the feathers here. But this is a statue in downtown Abilene by my favorite little coffee shop. You can guess how I found it. But yeah. Abilene's actually known for children's literature. There's like a museum, and they have this festival every year, which I would love to go to and take photographs. But yeah, all over downtown Abilene is the statues based off characters from children's books, which I think is really cool. This one is another one of my favorites. I took it, there was this really cool bookstore in downtown Los Angeles. I was visiting a friend, and we stopped by. They had all kinds of used books and all just weird, eclectic stuff. And I loved the whole atmosphere in there. This was one of my favorites. It was this part's a fountain, and it was like a statue. And I just loved like her hair and the way the lighting was hitting her and like all of the plants. I was so happy to be in there. It was really cool. Um, this one's another mural in downtown Abilene. I need to take more pictures of those, but um, apparently, there's a famous country singer, I think, from Abilene. I'm not sure what his name is. I'll have to look that up. But a lot of his song lyrics are part of these murals. That I think that's super cool. Like a really nice way to incorporate local stuff into our art. I think that's great. This was a plant I found growing up the side of a fence. The reason I took this picture is because I loved the little, you can barely see it on screen, but it's just these tiny, they almost look like fingers. I really liked this one. Here's some macro photography I did with a plant. I loved the lighting and like the way the background turned out, I think is so pretty. Um, this one, I took these in Abilene as well. All of these animal pictures. We have a little zoo, so I went one day with my camera and got all these really cool shots. This one, I really liked the way the sun was hitting his lips. I thought that was so cool, and it looks like he's given a little kiss. This is that same bookstore. It's actually the same little corner. You can kind of see her. But I loved the way the light was coming in the window with all these plants and these old records. This whole place was so, so cool. I spent hours in here. I just loved the atmosphere. This is just a little wind chime thing I have that I thought looked really cool against the sky. So I turned the exposure way, way down so I could get this really dark and this really bright. Um, Here is that same zoo on that same day. This giraffe just had his face smushed into the pole, and I thought it was funny. And something about the poles and the spots I thought made for a really interesting scene. This is just a little statue we have. It's a frog. And I thought the angle was cool and like the way the lines kind of converge. I thought it was neat. This was a bird I saw one day in Abilene. He just had his face and his tail feathers, and it was really cute. And again, with the lines, the way they come together at a point, I thought it was really visually interesting. This next one is a macaw at that same zoo. I liked the way his feathers showed up and the colors really popped. Also, he was asleep and it was really cute. This next one is a crane from that same zoo. I love cranes or any other birds with long legs. They're my favorite. So this guy was so cool. He was such a good model for me. I loved the color on his face. I thought that was really cool. And it's a visually interesting scene with all the different stuff going on. So yeah, thank you for watching my presentation. Any critiques or comments would be super helpful. Thank you.